In King's Landing, Joffrey forces Sansa to look at Ned and his household staff's severed heads on spikes. When Sansa says she wishes to see Joffrey's head mounted thereafter, Joffrey says Robb's head will be. Joffrey has Meryn slap her. The Hound advises Sansa to obey Joffrey for her own safety. Arya, rescued by Yoren, escapes with him under the alias of Arya. A boy to the wall with his new recruits, including Lamy, Hot Pie, and Jin, the late Robert's unknowing bastard son. At Winterfell, Luwin informs Bran and Rickon of their father's execution. In the Riverlands, at the Stark army camp, Robb vows revenge on the Lannisters after Ned's death. But Catelyn says they must first rescue Arya and Sansa. The Stark's followers now support Northern independence, proclaiming Robb the king in the north, rather than supporting Stannis or Renly, who have both claimed the Iron Throne. Jaime tells Catelyn he pushed Bran out of the tower window, but does not explain why. At the Lannister army camp, Tywin, unable to sue for peace with the Starks after Ned's execution, orders Tyrion to go to King's Landing in his stead as Hand of the King to keep Joffrey under control. Against his father's orders, Tyrion brings Shae with him. At the Wall, Jon attempts to desert the Night's Watch to join Robb and avenge Ned. But Sam, Pip, and Grenn convince him to return. The next morning, Mormont, despite knowing Jon attempted to desert, orders him to join him in an expedition beyond the Wall, intended to counter the threats of the Wildlings and the White Walkers, and to find Ben. In Lazar, Daenerys learns that her unborn son died due to Miri's spell. Furthermore, although Drogo's life was saved, he has fallen into a catatonic state, causing most of his followers to abandon him. Miri reveals that she caused this to avenge the destruction of her village and her people. Knowing that Drogo would rather die than continue living in his current state, Daenerys smothers him with a pillow. Daenerys has Miri tied to Drogo's funeral pyre, with her dragon's eggs placed on top. Daenerys declares herself queen of a new Khalasar and steps into the lit pyre. By daybreak, Jorah and her remaining loyalists find her unharmed in the ashes, carrying 3 dragon hatchlings, the firstborn in over a century. Amazed, they bow to Daenerys.